Welcome to the playoff version of Altitude. Coach here. It's your boys DMac and Coach. Well, hold on. Where are you again, Coach? Just bruh. You know what I'm doing?
That's all I got is a bruh right there for you.
I'm gonna pour one out.
For the homies?
It's been
the Broncos?
Maybe for homies that have passed from 2015 to today.
For all the quarterbacks that have played quarterback for the Denver Broncos?
That's it. I'm pouring one out for all the QBs that couldn't do it.
You got a Lock in there. You got a Simeon in there.
Yeah.
You got some Osweiler in there, don't you?
We got some Osweiler kind of did. Osweiler did do it.
Yeah, who else we got in there?
We got some Teddy Bridgewater in here.
Oh, Teddy Bridge, he's back. He's back.
Yeah. We got some. Yeah, he's back. How about that? That's an awesome story, actually. We got some Jeff Driscoll in here.
Oh yeah.
We got some. Oh gosh, we got a lot of. We got Case Keenum. Got one for Case Keenum here, bro.
Drew Lock, of course, we said. Yeah.
Brandon Allen. Got a little Brandon Allen in here.
Small hand smells like cabbage. Yep.
Who's that idiot that played for
my guy, Brett Rippon?
Bro, we got some Brett Rippon in here.
Russell Wilson.
We got some Russell Wilson in here. That's for sure.
Russell Wilson.
We got some Russell Wilson in here.
Kevin Hogan, didn't he play for the Broncos for a hot
minute? Got some Kevin Hogan in here.
I coached both those guys. I got a Hogan and a Rippon.
Kevin Hogan.
Yeah.
Who is the real idiot quarterback from Jacksonville who was a really high pick? He was only here for COVID reasons. Oh gosh, what is his name? Real super dumb guy. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What was his name? God
Help
damn.
us out. Comments. Come on.
Yeah, put it in the comments. Who else?
Blake Bortles, baby. Give me some
Blake Bortles. We got Blake Bortles.
That is awesome.
Somehow, idiot from Jacksonville quarterback, you eventually connected with Blake Bortles.
Did we ever get any Gabbert here?
We had no Gabbert here.
No Gabbert. Okay.
No Gabbert.
I'm just thinking about obscure quarterbacks.
Oh, I know. Well, listen, if we're going Blake Bortles and Jeff Driscoll, we had some COVID times.
You know what we got now? You know what we got now?
What we got now?
We got a Bo Nix, brother.
We got a Bo Nix.
And we got a Sean Payton, Bo Nix combination that's just rolling, baby.
Dude. Well, we'll get to some comments, and we got some
Paxton Lynch. Let's go.
Paxton Lynch. Oh my God. How can we forget him? Holy
Let's go,
shit.
Paxton.
Pouring one out for Paxton.
P. Lynch, bro.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
He was the start of it all.
Yep. P. Lynch, baby.
Oh my God. How could I forget Paxton Lynch?
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix, as cool as the other side of the pillow. I mean, he was so calm about it, dude. He was this dude is born to play quarterback in the NFL, brother. This is you know what? Do you know what's going on with like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, even though they don't make the playoffs this year? They're on like a 10 to 15 year run of always being relevant. Always.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's now the Denver Broncos. They are on the beginning of, at least, in my opinion, barring injury, a 10-year run with Bo Nix, where they're not going to win it every single year. You don't win it every year. You don't win every game. But you are relevant. You are part of the conversation. You live in the world of possibility year in and year out. And it's been since 2015 that's been a realistic situation until today. How about that?
It's phenomenal. It is wild to think that the standards of quarterback play for the Denver Broncos are clearly John Elway as a quarterback and Peyton Manning as a quarterback. And then, and really Jake Plummer, who I love, and I've got to know him over the course of the last couple months.
Oh, really?
Certainly he's in.
Yeah, he's cool
just a good dude, man. And really, really fun to talk to, but certainly like the standards are Elway and Manning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy for me to think, because I've been busy. I've been doing coaching, and I didn't go through the agony of the last 8 seasons, right? I hear about 2015, and you just kind of think, I was like, That was a Super Bowl win. And it was Manning's last year, and then it was just over. And then it was just dog crap. Like dog crap for basically, I mean, I know 16 wasn't full ass, but it was kind of ass. And it was real ass.
No, here is the vibe. Well, bro, you're talking to somebody who was there. I mean, I've been here for 25 years. So, I mean, I've seen a lot of the ups and downs. I got here, talk about timing. My first year in Denver was the year after they won their second Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually should have got another job. I've been fired from multiple jobs, but I should have got that. Hey, bro. Hey, we're right here.
Cheers. Right here for
multiple jobs.
To Paxton Lynch and to getting fired. Keep going.
And I should have been hired for that season that they won their second Super Bowl. I didn't get it. Thought I was, didn't get it. But I've been through the ups and downs, and but nothing has been. The valley has never been as low as what has just happened. Nor could it have been higher than it was with those. The Tebow year was weird, bro. There's actually two Tebow years. There was where he didn't play his first year.
Right.
His second year where they fucking beep backed into the playoffs, but then had that remarkable Pittsburgh game. And then it was Manning. So there was a time of the drafting of Tebow, which was so ridiculous, amazing. Going into and drafting Von Miller, going into Tebow in that year, and then Manning. So in all honesty, Coach, it was kind of a 6-year run of just like the Broncos are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like they're awesome. And then there was a thought that the defense is so good that they could sort of be all right. But they lost a couple guys. They lost Danny Trevathan and Malik Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? It doesn't sound like a lot, but it was. It was.
I coached against Trevathan in college. He's a University of Kentucky guy, man. Baller.
That's right. Hell of a player. Yeah. And they missed him. And they missed Malik, too, who was incredible in the Super Bowl. And I only bring that up to just reflect on how amazing tonight actually is. So that's a little bit of history. But give me your perspective on the game, and then we can go through the numbers and comments and all that. Broncos win 38-0 and make the playoffs.
So, DMac, I obviously wouldn't sit next to you today.
I noticed. Guess who was?
Yeah, it was good, man.
I gotta ice my ear.
Just got a little right there. Let's go, man. Well, I got to go sit in section 511, row 14.
Man of the people.
Yeah,
man of the people.
Out there in the elements, man. And it was awesome. I just felt like I needed to. I love being a fan because I haven't been able to be one very often in my life. And there's times where I feel that we do this job that's so incredible. And I've only been doing it for for a year and some change on the media side of things. And you kind of do forget about, just all the people that that are listening to you on Altitude Sports Radio, listen to our podcast, and they have so many different perspectives on so many different things. And, the one thing that stood out to me today is I think I faced head on for the first time being in the crowd and being anonymous. Like I wasn't going around saying I'm on altitude. Listen to me. I'm not that guy.
Nobody said, hey, nobody recognized you.
I had a couple. Yeah. I had a couple.
Hey, all right.
Hey coach. But at the end, I just wanted to be with my kids too. I want to be a dad and I want to watch a football game. So I took me and my two kids. And the thing that today represented for me that I probably
wait, time out. How many kids you got?
I got 3, but I took 2. I had a sick boy. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I took 2
and 3. You took the healthy ones. Gotcha.
And I think that one of them actually is on the road being sick after today. So it's great. It's perfect.
Fantastic.
Really good. But today represented for me something that I just overlooked. Bo Nix represents a lot of hope to a lot of people in that stadium. Yeah. And I think it's easy for us to sometimes think that, we evaluate, maybe how he played in the second half against the, Chargers. And, I'm a football guy, so I feel like I sometimes grade him like he's a player I'm coaching, which clearly he's not. But, that's how I look at it. But this guy he is hope for a lot of people. And he's hope because he was counted out. And a lot of people in this world have been counted out. He was the 6th quarterback drafted, and he is the, taking on the franchise. And he is now entering, because of the drought, 8 years of no postseason. The last guy that did it was Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's Bo Nix. And that to me is you take that from the mantle, that title of being the postseason starting quarterback, and you run with it. And he did it. I was in the stadium when he did his lap around. I watched it. We were walking. It was awesome. It was so cool. My daughter, who's 15 and very perceptive, she goes, "He's feeling himself, Dad." And I go, "That's a good thing." Ahead of Buffalo, you want to be feeling yourself in a good way. Confidence. Yeah. Today was a confidence game.
You had Cortland Sutton, who just said after the game, you just would never know that Bo Nix was a rookie. He goes, you just would never know. Never know. And he said, you know what? Sort of a point of emphasis was, and we were wondering if we were seeing something. Well, it turns out we were. It was that Green Bay joint practice. And several players actually after the game tonight referenced that was a moment that they sort of looked at Bo like, wait a second, Jordan Love just signed this incredible, your pal, this record contract, and our guy is doing all right here. I mean, more than all right. Mm-hmm. And Jordan Love sitting over here is, this is interesting. And I think that has gone a long way. I think his work ethic has gone a long way. I think there are some guys in this life who are born for greatness in terms of athleticism that it doesn't even surprise them because they were born to do it. And I think he's one of those dudes. I do.
Yeah, I think so too. I think there's going to be uneven aspects of his journey. I think it already
as are with everybody. With everybody.
100%. Today's not about that, right? Today's not about talking about the uneven. Here's what today was for
dude me. First of all, dude had 3 incomplete passes. Okay.
Yeah, I mean in 18 consecutive completions, which was
and the only
NFL record is 25.
Oh, is that right? I don't even know that. Is that right?
They showed it on the unless that was a franchise record, but I thought they showed the NFL record to start a game was 25 consecutive.
That's amazing. Well, he had 18 straight, and he actually should have hit. If he hit his 19th, that would have been a touchdown.
Yep.
To Javonte, just fell a little bit short there, but he was wide open. He would have just walked in and said they had to settle. And it was kind of talk about being nitpicky. I mean, unbelievably nitpicky. Call timeout right there.
Right.
Got a timeout. Call timeout. It's near the end of the half. Get your act together. I don't know why they were so rushed there, but really, seriously, I
felt like Bo, like that second quarter, it was I've been there as a coach where the player on the field is feeling himself, and you almost just want to let him just deal.
Let's go.
Because you're gonna win, guys. I mean, when you got up 14-0 in that game, and you saw Carson Wentz, who you and I talked about, there's not a good football team that showed up to play today. Okay, who cares? Who freaking cares?
I don't care.
It goes back to everything you said about. The last 2 weeks didn't really matter. Well, you know what? You were right, DMac. And it was loser mentality. But you know what I liked about this game was that you didn't approach it with a loser mentality.
Right.
You approached it with we're going to get our defense back on track. Oh, wait. Nick Benito's going to live in the backfield and have 2.5 sacks. Jonathan Cooper is going to record a sack. Jonathan Franklin Myers is going to and Riley Moss is going to be in position again, and one more week of health and one more week of confidence. Dude, this is a very healthy football team. The Broncos that are going to Buffalo. It's a really, really healthy team. And guess what it is after what just happened today at Empower Field? It's a confident team. Yeah. And you played in as cold of weather conditions as you're going to play at in Buffalo. So who cares about the weather? You just I saw the weather forecast for Buffalo for Sunday at 11 a.m. is 29 degrees. I don't know what it was. It was cold as balls today. Freaking freezing once it went down. It was cold.
I bet. What side were you on?
I was on the one west side, the mountain
west side. Ooh,
yeah. So I had no
that's
sun.
Super cold. Yeah, that's
no sun at all. The whole game.
That's suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, we did, man. We did. It was
good for you guys. Yeah. Bo Nix was a staggering 26 of 29 for 321 yards. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks. Sean Payton talked about that. Sean Payton said the one thing that had surprised him about Bo Nix, he didn't think he would avoid sacks like that.
Yep.
And he didn't realize it.
Yeah.
And probably because he didn't need to have that kind of feat in Oregon. Just wasn't necessary.
Yep.
But that has been sort of the big, and he didn't run at the combine. Did not run at the combine. So nobody really knew. Doesn't really matter. Been nice for everybody. So your offensive linemen have career years. Your coach looks better. You got more first downs. Oh my God. Let me look what they were on third down real quick. I'm sure it was unbelievable. It was third down. 10 of 14, coach.
Yeah, and it
that
was probably
is sick.
Yeah, and I think you were close to 100%, probably up until about halftime,
right? Sure. I mean, listen, they played. He did play in the fourth quarter, and it was like, I mean, he didn't even have to play coming out of the half, but their time of possession, Mike, 41 minutes and 49 seconds.
Yeah, about
18-11.
42-18. I didn't think it was a while. First of all, whoever the Thor that plays running back for the backup Chiefs.
That guy's name?
That guy's not very good, man. Carson.
No
Steele.
shit, Carson Steele.
He's
no kidding.
Not good. He's not an NFL running back, man. But I tell you who is.
Who?
I tell you, Audric Esme looked pretty good as a backup running back today when he got opportunities down the stretch.
Got a tutty, 12 carries for 34. Yeah, he did fine. Yeah. I mean, they ran
it. Javonte's turned into like the best check down, make something happen guy on planet Earth the last few games.
Javonte made somebody miss.
He made a lot of people miss. He broke tackles. I think he only can do it when he catches a pass, though. He can't do it if it's a handoff. I think that's what
the Broncos had 43 carries for 158 yards. They pitched a shutout because Harrison Butker missed a pretty makeable field goal. Other than that, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
And I get it. It was the JV Chiefs, the dollar bin, the bargain basement Chiefs, all of that. But what happened to the whole, hey, there's still NFL players? How many times did we hear that this week?
Oh, I said it all week, and here's what could have happened, DMac. The reality of it is if Bo Nix doesn't come out on fire and doesn't he took the game and just grabbed it by the throat and said, it's here and I'm taking this thing over and we're going to make the postseason and I'm going to eliminate any question whatsoever. And that's why I think I believe that this game was probably more important for this franchise and its trajectory than maybe having won in Cincinnati or in LA. Now, what I wanted, and I believed the team was good enough. I really did, DMac. This is no lip service.
Yeah.
I think that the team was good enough to play really good, aggressive football and beat the Chargers and then beat the Bengals and then win this meaningless game. And you would be sitting with 2 more wins as a 12-5 team. And you would have been playing the Texans in the first round. Like, that's what I think that this team was capable of that. Yeah. And even when I was pissed off after the Chargers game, I didn't believe that they were going to miss the postseason. I just believed that they were good enough to put the exclamation point by it right then and there.
Got a couple questions for you. What do you think about the play calling?
I liked it. I thought it was a good aggressive balance. The screen to Marvin Mims that started out the scoring was beautiful, man. It looks like you're setting up a trick play reverse. And then you flip the screen out there. The screen game has been really good for Sean Payton and really good for Bo Nix to get him into rhythm. But then there was also run game. There was, I felt like that Jaleel McLaughlin was getting a little bit of a lather going. Bo Nix was getting pocket movement. I love when he's outside the pocket. Excuse me. But I thought that the play calling was really good. I even liked what Sean Payton did right before halftime. I thought it was like, you know what? Hell, this kid is feeling himself. Let him go freaking play no huddle offense and signal the plays out. I don't care. Like it's fun at that point in
time. Chad Kelly, non-alcoholic, and Joe Flacco. Can you believe we forgot Flacco?
Flacco, man. He
poured one out for Chad Kelly and Joe Flacco as well.
Chad Kelly, legend up in Canada.
Yeah, he
NFL
was,
football.
He's a legend here, man. He was at a
Toronto Argonauts. Go Argos, baby.
Do you know his whole story here? Like what happened to him here?
Oh yeah, little wasn't in the right domicile. It wasn't in the right frame of mind when he was in somebody else's domicile.
No, you know, that was back in the days with Von Miller, where we cared more about fucking Halloween parties than we did the playoffs. That's what we did then. That's who we were then. After a Super Bowl, we cared about Halloween fucking parties. So we had like a house party this year. Remember that? Yep. Remember Bo dressed up like, you know, who he really is? He's not really Ferris Bueller. He's not Maverick. He's Iceman. Has he earned the nickname Iceman? We talked about that this year. Like he hadn't earned it. Has he earned Iceman as his nickname?
Who's Iceman again?
Iceman was
who plays Iceman?
Val Kilmer played Iceman.
He's Iceman. Yeah, 100%.
Right.
He is Iceman.
He looks like Iceman. Val Kilmer.
He does.
He looks like him.
Same hair, same getup, same overall vibe. Yep.
And in Top Gun, Iceman is a great pilot, and he's more responsible. Maverick's the fucking rebel. Maverick's the one buzzing the tower, doing all the weirdo shit. Iceman is just as good, just so happens to follow the rules. And if you look at Top Gun 2, Iceman was like the grand commander of everything. Yeah. And Maverick was just like a knock around piece of shit. You know, I can't get my life together, guy. Yep,
coming back, figuring it out.
Iceman was the guy you wanted to be in life, not Maverick.
Yep. You know what? You and I think talked about this on Thursday, but the college game day, maybe we didn't, but the college game day that highlighted Bo Nix's family and his father, Patrick Nix, high school head coach at down there in Alabama, state champion, and Tez Johnson, the receiver from Oregon. Okay, so the thing that has given me even more appreciation from Bo Nix was I've actually had some interactions with some coaches over the course of the last couple months that talked about their relationship with Bo's dad and what a good man he is and what a good coach he was. And he was a college football coach. He was a high level player, and Bo Nix is a great testament to a great father as well. And I think that is something that I didn't give him. I didn't put enough on that in terms of the storyline about who Bo Nix is in terms of, you know, as a responsible human being, as somebody that can take a franchise and seriously grab it by the horns and go. I think he was raised really well, and that's a big credit to both Patrick Nix and Bo's mother too.
Everybody gets praise today. I don't care that it was the Chiefs JV. That they were embarrassed. They got embarrassed today.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, are you guys really NFL players? I mean, I know your plane was delayed yesterday and all, but like that was humiliating for them.
So was it 13 players that just flat out didn't play?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
I saw Callista's tweet. I think 13 was that what I saw?
Is that what they sat? I mean, they sat 7. They were all starters. Like their inactives were unbelievable. It was like their entire starting lineup, but you can only sit 7, right? You can only scratch 7, and then I don't know who else like was technically on the roster who just didn't play. I'll take your word for it. That was 13. I don't even know what starters did play for them, but you know they're a house of cards, man. They're fragile. They didn't score.
I disagree so much with you.
Okay, well we're fixing to find out.
Yeah,
we're fixing to find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
And I think they're the worst they're a
2-loss team.
They're a 2-loss team, aren't they?
Yeah. You played 17 games, man.
They're the worst 15-win team of all time.
Okay.
They didn't score 30 points.
How can you say that when you've just won back-to-back Super Bowls? Like that.
They won 3 out of 4. I know they were good. They are good enough. I'm just telling you, man, they're going to get hammered.
Isn't that slightly like just think about, and I guess you could talk about how they've played like as a smell test of their regular season. But don't we understand now after last season when the Chiefs looked bad during the regular season and then won another Super Bowl? Have we not learned our lesson, DMac? Are we just going to keep shitting on the Chiefs? Like they don't like they're like, 15 wins is just, it's funny. The Chiefs, they suck. And then they're going to win another Super Bowl and laugh at us as they hoist their third Super Bowl trophy in as many years.
They're not doing that. Are you fucking kidding me?
They've just done it.
There's no way.
Do you remember how bad they looked last year?
I gotcha.
Do you remember?
I gotcha. I watched the game. I saw Taylor Swift tongue kiss Travis Kelce. I gotcha. I saw
I'm saying, do you remember how bad they were during the regular season last year?
Yes, of course.
And all they do is they just win football games and they win postseason games. So they're not shitty.
Listen, the one team that I wanted the Broncos to play in the playoffs more than any was the stupid Kansas City Chiefs. And my super duper hot take was the Broncos will end the dynasty. They'll beat them in the last week of the season, and then they're going to beat them in the first round of the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And the Chiefs just snuck into that number 1 seed, and
snuck into it. Freak out of here, bro. Now, here's my honest to God belief about what could happen.
Okay.
I think that you could still have your wish come true.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it's going to be
really. I'll give you the vibe in the locker room. Go ahead.
Very confident Denver Bronco team.
Yeah.
Healthy Denver Bronco team.
Yeah.
Quarterback that's playing like Iceman.
Nothing to lose.
Sean Payton kind of let his cojones hang a little bit as a play caller today. He's going to keep it going a little bit. Yeah. Josh Allen. I mean, he's fighting against this Buffalo Bills curse that they can't get it done.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, so then just maybe game just pass rushes back. Benito's in the backfield. Cooper, Jonathan Franklin Myers, Zach Allen starts getting loose because he was a snub. He was not a Pro Bowler.
He was snubbed.
It was a snub.
He was snubbed.
Josh Allen gets hit a bunch, man, and then the head coach of the Buffalo Bills, McDermott, he starts talking. Actually, he gets so complacent with 9/11 references that he goes even deeper into a more significant abyss of bigotry, and some of his motivational tactics. And then ultimately, guess what happens? The Broncos win in Buffalo. Yep, they do. And would that be a surprise? Does Buffalo blow it in the postseason ever? Have they ever done that? No, they've never.
Once or twice.
They never had like an MVP before that. No, that doesn't happen.
Oh,
and then guess who? And then the reseeding. Who the Broncos play in the reseeding in the second round?
They would be playing the Chiefs.
You betcha.
Well, for me, living 5 years in Buffalo and being such a big Josh Allen fan as I was, obviously there's somewhat torn emotions. I watch every single Bills game. My wife and I do. We still do now. We didn't for a long time. After they benched Doug Flutie for Rob Johnson, we gave up on the Bills for 17 years. That is not a joke. We walked out of a bar in Denver watching the Music City Miracle and never watched the Bills again until Josh Allen got back there. But, we've got friends there and whatever. And we've rekindled some of our Bills passion that we had when we went to 50 straight Bills games, sitting in the 500 level. No press box for your boy. Although I would do media for the Bills. Like I would go in the locker room and do all that stuff. I would watch the game with Wifey Poo in the stands. 50,
that's so cool.
50 straight ones, bro.
So you got 50 games where you got to, eat some wings and some cold beers and then
the best wasn't the wings at Rich Stadium. It was fried bologna.
Oh, I love fried bologna.
It was so good with like the onions and peppers, the fried bologna. Jesus Christ, it was fun.
And then right after you could eat your fried meat sandwich and then get in the locker room and then go be a meat gazer afterwards.
Well, we would eat the meat and then gaze.
And gaze the meat, yes. Yeah. Good for you, man.
I'd sit there with a nice frosty Labatt's Blue and my fried bologna sandwich in absolutely Bill's hog heaven. Just cheering on Eric Moulds and the rest, all of them, Andre Reed and
don't count it. Don't count out the Broncos this week, man. Don't count them out.
I'm not going to count them out. But I'm going to guess. I'm going to go see if there's a line on it. You think we got a line on it already?
7.5.
7. Oh, you got it. 7.5.
That was opening.
Okay. Actually, I thought it would be a 2 possession. I thought it'd be closer around 9 or so. So that's
still within 1. It's somebody's gonna. I don't know, man. Like Vegas bettors would be pretty scared of watching some of the Broncos' performances this year. I mean, you gotta. I don't know, man.
My
So
favorite non-bad beat was, well, somewhat of a bad beat. I guess for those who were betting on the Ravens, what was it, plus 20?
7.5. Yeah.
No. The Ravens against the Browns was plus 20, I believe.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
And the big fat defensive tackle drops back into coverage and gets an interception. I mean, really? Seriously? That's how you hold on to that 25-point lead? That being said, let me give you the vibe in the locker room, brother. You're like, hey, don't be surprised. Like, hey, watch out, Bills, all that sort of shit.
Yep.
The mood was satisfied, happy. No, I shouldn't say satisfied. The mood was happy, but not satisfied. You did have players like Cortland Sutton and Garrett Bowles who just really, it felt like the weight of the world was off their shoulder. But then there's Zach Allen and Mike McGlinchey and, frankly, guys like Marvin Mims who are just like, all right, Riley Moss.
Now what?
Yeah, because they haven't been here forever.
Right.
They don't know all this losing.
I was listening to KOA on the drive home, listening to Garrett Bowles' post game interview. And I thought about this son of a gun has been through so much, man.
Oh my God.
Dude, this is a moment in time for him, man.
Yeah, you got to understand, we were pouring one out for all the quarterbacks. You realize for every one of those quarterbacks, he has said how much he loves them.
Every one of them. Yeah, he has been a Broncos cemetery of quarterbacks glazer. I mean, he has glazed every quarterback in the history of the Broncos.
He loves every single one of them. They're all his best friend. They're all the best.
The 20 teens, the early 2020s. Quarterback cemetery. He has glazed them all. Every one of them.
But yes, there's those guys. But then it's like, there's a lot of younger guys on this team that don't have all that bullshit hanging out on them. The fans do. We do. The fans do.
Yeah.
But, that's why we're pouring one out and we're in a good mood. You can see in the comment section, which is incredible. I can't even keep up with the comment section. You guys are awesome. I mean, it's like
it's incredible.
It's friggin' going nuts here. But then I reached out to a very, very prominent Broncos organizational person. And I just reached out, use your imagination. And I was just like, hey, way to go. Congrats. The whole thing. By the way, did you see that the game ball went to the ownership? Game ball went to the ownership.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
It's the response I got was way to go, the whole thing. Thanks, Darren. First of all, it's Darren. Keep making progress. We'll get to our ultimate goal. Like, this isn't it.
Of course not.
I mean, that's my point, I guess. This isn't it.
I don't think it's not it right now.
It's not it right now.
It
is for me.
Yeah, and it is for a lot of people in the stands.
For me it is. But I really don't care what happens next week. In all honesty, I'll care more next year. And then in 2 years, as I'm seeing Detroit up on Minnesota 17-9, in 2 years, I'll be pissed off if we're not in a Super Bowl. In 2 years. Mm-hmm. But right now, tonight, I'm good. Seriously, I'm good. It's kind of a dog time, Sunday at 11 a.m. Like, it's kind of the worst time of all the playoff games that the Broncos and Bills are slated in.
What is it? I think it's 11 a.m., isn't it? Our time on Sunday?
11 a.m. our time Sunday,
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great for us, but,
hell yeah. I don't care about Buffalo. I don't care about their freaking, that they get to play under the lights of whatever the hell their stupid stadium's called. I don't care if it's Saturday or Monday, or I don't care who carries it. Just I love that it's 11 o'clock game for the Denver Broncos to go win the game. So I care about.
Just be careful when you talk shit about Highmark Stadium, okay?
Highmark, okay. All right.
No, it's more a reflection of what
I want to go.
Oh,
I want to go. So
how bad do you want to go?
Well, my Anne-Marie knows I'm a sicko, and
how bad do you want to go?
Well, it started with I was like I wanted to get involved on the Snoop Dogg Bowl, so I end up kind of making enough calls so that I'm on the damn broadcast, on the radio broadcast for it, and I'm like, oh, might as well stay for the Fiesta Bowl, Penn State, Boise State. It's right there. Yeah. And then my wife texted me during the Broncos game today, and she goes, you should find a way to get to Buffalo. And I'm like, ding, 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 ding.
Dude, I'll hit up my boy, Shred and Reagan, 103.3, the Fox or the Edge or whatever fuck station they're on now. They're my guys.
I just love ball. My problem is I love ball. I love stadiums. I grew up a humongous apologist of the early 1990 Buffalo Bills because they were practicing at my dad's USC Trojan football facility, and I was there for the Super Bowl week when they were there and played the Super Bowl at the Rose Bowl. So I got to know Marv Levy. I talked to him for a while. My dad introduced me to him at practice.
Love Marv.
I still have, Bruce Smith. I have Andre Reed. I have Thurman Thomas. I have Steve Tasker autographs.
Keep going. These are all my guys. These are all this is where I started.
Yep. These were okay. Who is my linebacker?
Cornelius Bennett,
Cornelius Bennett. Yep. Got Cornelius Bennett.
Yep.
I already said, Don Beebe. I have a Don Beebe autograph.
Sure. Don Beebe. Big head.
Yep. Who's Frank Reich? And
Frank Reich, backup quarterback.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You want to go Adam Lingner, this long snapper? We can go there.
I didn't have Adam.
Ken Hull. Well, it was a couple. Steve Christie was the guy they didn't hate, but Scott Norwood was the guy they all hated.
That was the guy I had. I got Norwood. I got his autograph. I still have these cards that are signed. And it's funny because they were so great and so
shit.
The Marv Levy was incredible to my dad and I, and spent a lot of time with us after practice. And so I like always just I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever. And I just rooted for the damn Bills because they couldn't get it done. And here they are. They're not going to get it done again.
Do you want to, can you find a babysitter for the kids and you, Anne Marie, and me and my wife, and we can give you the full,
man.
Do you want to do it?
Let's
I mean, my wife fucking loves Buffalo.
Oh, dude. It would be so fun.
We took our kids back there and she was like, you got to see where we're from and all this stuff. We gave them the tour and it looked like shit. I was like, oh boy, this is.
Where do you fly into Buffalo or do you fly in? Can you fly into like Detroit?
I mean, you can do all sorts. Yeah, you can do it that way. I mean,
Cleveland. How far is Cleveland?
It's at 3 hours. Nothing.
So pretty much. So like Buffalo is like within 2 to 3 hours of both of Detroit, Cleveland.
Well, Toronto, it's an hour and a half up the QEW. Yeah. Toronto's like New York City. No, like you could just fly into I mean, by hook or by crook. There's an airport. It's right near Transit Road in Cheektowaga, brother.
Is there much direct flight action into Buffalo?
There's some. I hate such planes too, but
yeah.
I know. Hey, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm a spoiled.
Give me on the direct, and then I'll find a vehicle and then just start driving.
Well, I'll tell you this: me, you, Anne Marie, and my wife Kim, we would have a banger weekend in Buffalo,
dude. And I love wings.
We would get on beer, dude. We'd go over the falls. Well, to the Niagara Falls, Canada. We get you on the Maid of the Mist. They run that boat even in the winter. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
We get you at Frank and Teresa's Anchor Bar, the home of the Buffalo Wing.
Yep, that's it.
We'd be doing shots out of bowling balls. That's what you do there when you're in Buffalo. I mean, it would be awesome. Are you being serious here? Should we really think about this?
I mean, I've kind of turned into the Pied Piper. I got some Forrest Gump in me now. Let's just call it like it is. You've seen I just kind of just get started. I'm like, I was running and then I ran down to Arizona and I'm like, I'm going to go hang out with Snoop Dogg today.
Keep running. All right. Well, we'll think about it. If we do, we got to really make our minds up quick though. We don't have a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah.
So, hey, listen, I have not been back to a Bills game. Oh man, since I guess 98 when I left there. So it's been a minute, but it would bring back all sorts of great memories. I mean, that's where I first started covering pro sports. I was at Syracuse covering college sports. First covering the Bills, all those guys you mentioned. I covered.
Is Cuse like 2 hours from Buffalo?
2 and depends how fast you drive, but 2 and change. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Because like Cuse is further, like it's more central, like right. Central.
It is central New York, and Buffalo's Western New York. Yeah.
Western New York. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I want to go, man. I want to go.
I'd love to go. I'm not going to lie.
I look at Highmark Stadium as my wife and I have talked about it. It reminds me of like it's one of 2 places that I feel as a football fan that I need to knock off. I need to cross it off my bucket list. Last year we did Lambeau. And I was like, this Buffalo just feels like the other one.
Well, there's nothing special about the stadium The difference is the tailgating and the Buffalo Bills fans.
Yeah.
And for 25 years here in Denver, I've tried to tell people, hey, no offense. It's cute what we're doing here with tailgating. It's next level. And it's different than Lambeau because Lambeau's in a neighborhood. Orchard Park is not. It's in a big, huge field.
Like Kansas City, where you just it's just massive open parking lots.
But it's flat as a pancake.
Right.
Perfect for tailgating. So it's more of the stadium itself is just like, whatever.
I agree. But it also has, I love these traditional NFL stadiums that look like they could be college stadiums.
Well,
And as a result, you have a college like on steroids environment for a pro football game, which is what I loved about Lambeau. It feels like, I mean, I know Lambeau's a beautiful stadium too. I mean, it's incredible when you go to the stadium, but I don't know. There's a feeling about it that just doesn't seem like here's your erector set stadium in the middle of Baltimore, Maryland, or here's your brand new stadium in the middle of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Like, it looks like this is different, man. This is unique.
Well, and it's about to go kaput because they're building a brand new one right next to it. Yeah. Oh, I'll be back. Hold on. I'll get there. Hold on.
Smith. Matt Smith for the win, baby.
I don't know what he's doing there.
Yeah, Matt Smith. I like he.
That was weird.
I like high level hacking there. He took over your show.
That was fucking weird.
He's like, I'm gonna have my face pulsating over DMac's face while he talks.
All right. Let me get to a little bit of sound. You want to hear from some guys?
Yeah, I love
Let's hear from Bo. How about Bo running around, high-fiving everybody?
Yeah, well, I learned I got to run a little bit more during the week because that's a long little lap. I was a little tired at the end, but the fans deserve it. They've been, it's been a long time coming, and they deserve it. They showed up. They were loud for us today, and it's fun to do stuff like that. It's fun to, clinch a playoff spot, and in the last game of the year against a divisional team, and it's just kind of a great story. But now playoff time starts, and our goal wasn't just to make the playoffs, even though it hadn't been done in a while. It's for a lot more than that. So we're excited about the opportunity. It's going to be tough, but we got a game to play.
Okay. There you go.
This is awesome. So once again, my 15-year-old daughter, it was her first Broncos game this season. We went to a bunch last year, but now being on Media Row, it's hard to go to games with your family now. So I just made the executive decision, buying tickets up in the 500 level and going, period. So my daughter's like, she's like, yeah, Bo's feeling himself on that little lap around. And then she also said something to me that was so cool, and it's so simple right in front of you. She goes, you know what, though? That's really cool because it was Fan Appreciation Day.
That's right.
And I'm like, of course, you don't think, but that's what he did. He's the hope of this franchise. He delivered by completing 18 consecutive passes. He brings his team to the postseason for the first time since freaking Peyton Manning did. And then he goes around and he circles the entire stadium. And it wasn't like he wasn't going to peel off early and be like, no, you know what? I'm not going to get them, or I'm good. I did my thing. He really did a full circle. And it was so cool to watch him do that and really do what I think a real professional and a class act does, is that you appreciate the people that give up of their hard-earned money to be in that stadium to support them all year.
But let's watch some of the Broncos celebrations.
Broncos country. We came here, we showed out. This one for y'all, man. Playoffs, we on the way, baby. John's not finished.
Once again, we showed up and showed out. Hey, now we on to the playoffs. We better make a hell of a run. Let's go.
Let's go dancing. That's all I got to say.
I think we're not done yet.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Come on, man.
That was really cool.
That's pretty cool. And can we just say
PJ Locke tried to do not just a Lambo leap. He was all the way in there. He was going fully into the stadium.
He was serving a strawberry dipped cinnamon twirls in there. I don't know what he was doing.
I also like Garrett Bowles with his really like highly violent flag waving. And he's just kind of one of those guys that just he like grunts awkwardly. He's like, yeah.
Then he goes to plant the flag, but it doesn't have like a point on it. So you kind of jam the flag there, just kind of falls over.
Did our guy Dave Logan, somebody gave him some bad advice on flag planting when he did the Broncos country flag?
Well, you know,
I saw it from where I was. It looked weird. It like didn't go. It like fell out. And I'm like, oh no, is this going to be a bad omen for things to come today? They couldn't even get the
flag in there,
flag in the damn sandbox or whatever it was.
By the way, whatever you have to do, and I get it. That's just your permanent uniform, okay, or your regular uniform. It's 6 out of 8 home games. If you got to go with something weird every now and then, but right? I mean, right? Am I wrong here, or is this just it?
It's like one of the most low hanging fruit discussions ever.
Right.
I mean, I will say that the orange boat, like the orange jersey of the new iteration, has looked pretty sharp. And Bo Nix has like put on some good performances in that orange one. The white is awful. I hate the white. I hate the white uniform. It's disgusting to me. I can't even like. And it felt like the Broncos wore it during all their shitty performances in the early part of the year.
It could be
like all we just saw it all the time. I don't know.
All right, let me give you another one. This is pretty funny because, like we mentioned earlier, it's not the hump. It wasn't really Sean Payton's hump. It's only his second year, right?
He was right. Yeah.
Like, you know, there's
is Sean Payton 2-2 against the Chiefs now?
He is 2-2 against the Chiefs.
As a Broncos head coach, isn't he? It wasn't his hump, was it?
The Chargers are an issue, but he is 2-2 against the Chiefs.
Chargers. He got Easton Stick, didn't he? He got Easton Stick.
Did they get one last year? Did they get one last year?
He got a stick. Yep. And then
all right, so he's one.
He was a big problem. More than the Chargers. I think Jimmy Harbs is a problem. Sean Payton has a Jimmy Harb problem.
Here is Riley Moss. By the way, you would never. Riley Moss looks like he works at GameStop and plays video games in his parents' basement. Like when he is not a big dude. He is not a big dude. And he cut all his hair off too. It's like he really like there is no joke. There is no way you're going to get recognized way more than Riley Moss just anywhere. But the dude's a baller. I'm sure if he was in Iowa, I'm sure people would be falling all over him. But here is the shit he was given to some of the vets.
It's awesome, you know, and this is only my second year, and we're able to do this. Like, you know, the sky's the limit, and you know, I was giving Court some crap and Pat some crap. I told him, you know, it only took me 2 years to make the playoffs. You know, I don't know what you guys have been doing, but no, it's really exciting, and I'm really happy for those guys. You know, GB and Court and Pat and some of those guys. So it's exciting.
He's like a dude that's just like looking for his Adderall all the time while he's trying to figure out where's the bowling alley.
You know what though, man?
World-class corner though. Yeah, there you
go. Let's just call it like it is in the legend that continues to grow of Riley Moss and the before version of the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
And then the after, which was a healthy Riley Moss today. He wasn't healthy last week when Joe Burrow put up 417 yards passing. But I mean, he's right. It took like he's looking at Garrett Bowles. He's like, dude, why did it take you so long to get to the playoffs? Like I just got here, and they didn't even let me play last year. Like I was the holdup guy on the punt return unit last year. They finally let me start opposite PS2, and I'm here. And not only am I here, but I'm also I think I've proven in my absence versus when I'm on the field, I've proven to be just as important to a franchise as Patrick Mahomes, who showed minus Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs are a 38-point deficit with the Denver Broncos.
We're going to run into this Debbie Downer, so we might as well take one comment because this is what we're about to get all week. Guys, we learned nothing about this team today. Here's what I'm sick of. The Broncos are a playoff team.
Yep.
They won 10 games. I am so sick of people thinking there's more shit that has to be proven from this team. You just aren't happy in life, JG. I don't know what to tell you. Okay? That's all. What we learned that this team is well above expectation, has had a sensational year, that Bo Nix is the next quarterback for however long he can stay healthy, period, the end, that you can go to the playoffs with Bo Nix. If you can go to the playoffs with a dude, that means you can win a championship when he's the dude, and he's been the dude. We also learned that Sean Payton is a great NFL football coach and knows his shit, and he's probably not going to win a lot of popularity contest, coach. No. All right, fine.
Still tough. Still a tough listing post game. Yeah.
I haven't even played. I got a bunch of stuff here.
I listened to it. Yeah.
All right.
No, man. He went into one. He went into one.
I got it. I probably got it. Okay. What?
Were you in there? Were you in the post game?
Yes.
Was there a point in time you're like, where the hell is he going with this? Like,
it happens all the time.
Okay, this one was really where the hell's where are we doing here?
Well, let me just give you a little bit. We'll see what it goes. And what the win means. This is a long one, so he probably does ramble a little bit here. But what the win means.
Coach, with about 3:45 left, it looked like you looked up into the crowd maybe for a second. Did you have a chance to soak in the moment at all? Because
no, my wife's from West Virginia, and they were playing "Take Me Home," so it was easy.
But
I wasn't.
So you heard the song then?
Yeah.
But you inherited a bit of a nuclear mess 2 years ago. Is there a bit of pride in the fact that you came back? You chose to come back. You didn't have to come back to coaching. Is there a sense of pride with you and this coaching staff for what you've been able to do?
Everyone, yeah. I think more than anything else, if you said what's most important, it's not compensation. It's not, it's how your peers think of you. And so that's as a coach, as a player, how you're thought of, and
just kind of goes from there. I don't know. He kind of goes on. His wife in West Virginia, and then what peers think of me. And I know. Whatever. We're not here to bag on Sean Payton.
Great coach.
Great
performance today.
Great job.
Oh, hey, you know what? You're in the playoffs, man. And the hump that I was really worried about, DMac.
Yeah,
I was worried. Is the hump that Sean Payton botched some end of season in the postseason moments in 2023. And it felt like we were trending towards that potentially again in 2024 after the Chargers, right before halftime debacle. Not running the football in the entire second half, or so it felt. And then the Bengals not going for a 2-point conversion when you had the momentum.
Right.
It could have been a game set match. But you know what? He got over the hump, man. And it wasn't his hump. He is a postseason Denver Broncos head football coach.
Boy, the timing is fantastic. I just got one more little
there it is. Which quarterback was that last little backwash there?
That last little backwash.
Who was that?
The last bitter taste.
Yeah,
that was Russell Wilson.
That was
Russell Wilson. Yeah.
Who
is furiously backsliding in the playoffs? You want to talk about a team that has zero momentum right now, and their reward is to play the Ravens. Good luck. Good luck on that one. Have fun there, Steelers.
I feel like they've played the Ravens like 7 times in the last 5 weeks.
Listen,
all I see is the Ravens Steelers.
Their only shot is to start Justin Fields. And that's not even a good chance.
No, he stinks. Justin Fields blows.
Well, okay, fine. What's Russell Wilson, dude?
I mean, Russell Wilson is not good right now.
Yeah,
who knows, man? I don't think the Steelers are very good right now. I mean,
no kidding. No shit.
They've trended in a bad way as a team, which I was worried about for the Broncos. And today, all the people that are saying you learned nothing about today, you learned nothing new about the Broncos team from them playing the backups from the Chiefs. I think you learned a lot. I think you learned that you had a rookie quarterback. How many times in football do you have moments like this where you just inevitably shit the bed because you're not built to do it? Bo Nix was built to do that, to face this. and he dealt with it like a professional. And now, as a result of it, I think the Broncos are very confident. And I'm gonna talk about that. That word this week is going to be my word. Confidence.
Right. I love it
because it's a real thing. It's a real thing, and how you go into the next thing matters. Look at the college football playoffs and how this thing's played out. Any team that won in their opening round, they beat the team with the bye in the second round. Every single team, 4-0. Every single one of them.
All right, we got to wrap it up. Listen, if you and Anne-Marie can find a sitter and a flight, let us know. And you may have some. We want to go, but if you really have the motivation, I think you'll have a couple of people joining you. So we'll just figure it out with our
be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. I mean, if we go this far, you might as well go. I mean, you went to the East-West Shrine Senior, combine. Shit, you got to. This should be the reward.
Listen, man, why would I not be there?
I know. Like
more of it's less of a question of should I go, or it's more of the question of like, how the hell am I not going to be there?
How can you not go?
It's like Pied Piper, man. Forrest Gump. Let's go.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. Morning sprint, then PhD. The morning guys, the afternoon guys,
and also check me out on 9 News tomorrow. We're gonna have a little.
Nice.
Instead of Victory Monday, I just named it. Made the playoffs finally Monday. Made the playoffs Monday. We're going, baby.
What time's the alarm go off for that bad boy?
3:50 a.m.
Hey now.
I'll you here soon, there, brother.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We'll see you all. Thanks for watching Altitude. And how about this Altitude After Dark show? I kept this shit going since training camp.
Man.
Since training camp, we've been doing this show.
I might be doing it from Highmark next week.
Hopefully, I'm sitting there right next to you. That's the idea.
We're gonna be at an anchor.
We'll go to the Anchor Bar. Wings. Anchor Bar, man.
And I'll learn that you don't call them buffalo wings when you're in Buffalo. You just call them wings because you're in Buffalo. You don't need to notate that they're buffalo wings.
Can I tell you a secret? They don't taste any fucking different in Buffalo.
I heard that.
Okay.
I've heard that.
All right, and we'll talk to you later. I'll show you where OJ Simpson's hang out.
My dad knows him well too.
I'll take you to Jim Kelly's house. All right, we'll see you, everybody. Have a great night. We'll talk to you on the radio tomorrow.
Playoffs.